Upwitty Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. And not only are we going to be recapping Bleach Thousand Year Blood War, Part 2, The Separation, Episode 10, aka Episode 23, Marching of the Zombies, Part 2. Now, we're going to be going over the controversies that have been happening over the past week, including an update on the Giselle situation, because my God, it's been even more insane. Oh God. But before I get into this, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, live reactions, or live streams like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below. And also, hi, Andre, up in the chat. I gotta say, with this episode of Bleach has gotta be the best storyboarding of the entire core, maybe even of Thousand Year Blood War so far. Because as I said in my live reaction, I got what I wanted from this episode, or what I've been wanting from Bleach Thousand Year Blood War, which is an adaptation of the manga with some filler mix up in the mix. And it was fantastic. I'm very, very happy. I got the fight I wanted with Byakuya versus Robert, Nanana, and Candace. I kind of wish it was a little animated a little bit better, but at least it was there. And Nanana, you deserve better, my man. I hope that the fight between you and Renji ends up on the Blu-ray at least. But his Volstagg looked really good. I was very happy with that. And Robert's Volstagg looked good too. I was happy with that. I was really, really happy with that. But I said in my live reaction, I gotta say it here too. I'm really, really let down in terms of the art animation. And I know it's because of the crunch time with production that we probably didn't get this, was when Mayuri was going over the side effects of the drug that he injected Hitsugaya with. In the manga chapter, let me pull it up. It's in chapter, I believe it's 593. Right. No, it's 592. Right. No, it is 593. In 593, when he's explaining one of the drugs that he's on, it's on page, I want to make sure I have the page 15. There's an image of the brain, of half the brain showing the hippocampus and all that. And I really would have loved to seen that animated, but just like see Hitsugaya's brain, an image of Hitsugaya's brain, and see how the drug was affecting Hitsugaya's brain in real time. I would have loved to see that animated. I know it's nitpicking, I know it's a minor gripe, but God, it would have just been so cool to see that here. Because we've been getting like all this technological stuff animated, like with the stuff with the in Mayuri's lab, explaining how the clothing Ichigo was wearing broke through all of the protections and all that to the Soul Palace. Like, yeah, that, but we couldn't get something like this. It just confused the hell out of me. Oh, nice to see you too, Luis. Yeah, I know. The push on Asagi. Oh, yeah. That was very annoying. There was, the punch on Yumichika, the delivery to Yumichika was really, that frustrated me too. I did not like the change in the camera angles. And it looked a little, in the case of Hitsugaya, I thought it looked a little stiff and it looked a little slow. It could have been executed way better. But again, I know that there's been problems with production. It's all good. It seemed because from what I know, and I talked about this in my long recap video, I believe. From what I know, the production team only had from the end of Core 1 to like July to animate Core 2, and that really sucks because this core is battle heavy. They should have released this core like in October. In all reality, the production team needed more time and more manpower. They did. Let's see. What was the other thing that was bugging me about this? God. Oh, now I remember. I really would have loved what I really wanted to see. And again, this kind of goes back to the side effects stuff. I wanted more psychedelic art and animation here. It just would have really taken it to the next level for me, anyway. I know it's a nitpick, but for me, when it comes to manga to anime adaptations, the manga is the blueprint. And what anime is supposed to do is take that blueprint, bring it to life and then enhance it. And it's some don't get me wrong, Bleach Thousand Year Blood War has done that to some extent. To some extent, it has, but it's not doing it enough. There's only a few that have really done it for me. Oh my god, it's not many, but there have been a few that have been able to achieve that. You know, I'm very, very picky. Yeah. Oh gosh, where was I going with this? Oh, I really would have loved to see with the transition. Oh, in terms of the transitions, I have to mention it for the title card. I was living for it. I know it matched chapter 500 and I think it was 93's, right? Or no, it was 594, right? No, it was 593. I loved how that was executed. That transition was fabulous. Oh my god, it was giving horror movie, it's giving very Saw, giving very The Ring. The only thing that was bugging me, and I said in my live reaction, was I wish the lettering was bleeding. I would have loved to have bleeding from the lettering for marching at the zombies. That would have been so sick. It would have given that extra oomph that I needed. Oh my god, it would have been so amazing. But the other thing was when the drug was spreading, the effects of the drug was spreading throughout Hitsugaya, I would have loved it. I know I guess I'm asking for too much by asking for this. I would have loved to seen like inside of Hitsugaya, see like how the drug was spreading inside of his nervous system. Oh, that would have been so sick. Oh, would have loved. It's just little things like that that make it so make things like that make manga and anime like really cool. Because I know I've been very, very spoiled. Because manga like Kengan's like the best example of this. And Kengan Omega especially now. Kengan Omega, Daryl Miyagi really goes for it with the anatomical art. Like we had this really sick panel in this past week's chapter, and I think it was Dorota, or it was I think it was when Agito punched Dorota like right here in the sternum, and you saw like the crack in the sternum, and you saw how it was affecting the ribs, how the ribs were breaking, and you saw the lungs too. Oh, it was so gorgeous. Like, oh, I would love to see more anatomical art like that, especially in fights, or and in this case with how a drug is affecting the body. I would love to see it, especially for something like this with Mayuri, with what Mayuri is doing. I think it would just make it more interesting. Oh God, I agree. Oh God, Studio Colorado. Oh, they better do it with Burn the Witch. Oh God. Yeah, I know Bleach does deserve. They deserve more episodes. Unfortunately, it's the production committee kind of fucked up and only requested 52. Bleach is one of the series, and I don't understand why TV Tokyo isn't going for it either. Because like for look at Boruto and look at Black Clover. How many episodes did they request for Boruto and Black Clover? Why can't we get this for Bleach Thousand Year Blood War? This is the series where you should be asking for like over 100 episodes. I don't understand why it's only 52. Stupid. Oh god, I can't wait for the next. Oh god, now you're reminding me how much I can't wait for the next season of Burn the Witch manga. Oh my god, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Um, so I did use. By the way, I have and I posted the link in the Discord. You need a VPN for it, but I did find the and this is this is legal, by the way. You wouldn't be sailing the high seas for it. I found another version of Bleach Thousand Year Blood War via Bilibili. The problem is you need a VPN for it, and you will have to wait until the next. You can't watch the episode the day it comes out. You have to wait until the next week for the next week's episode to watch it, unless you want to pay more. But yeah, it's free, which is nice. And I experimented with it this morning with Chrome, different VPNs on Chrome to see if I could find one that would work with it. And I did, and then I was gonna cover it. Feeling one, and then it's like, nope, you have to pay more. It's like, no, damn it. But I will say this though, compared to last week, where it was obvious there was censorship, it wasn't that bad this week. I think the backlash, yeah, I think Viz realized that they fucked up from the amount of backlash they got last week, because the localization was better. I don't know if anyone else noticed that. I know. Oh, Kubo's writing an art, man. Yeah, we're thirsting like a motherfucker for it. I know. I want more Bleach fuck so bad. I do. This anime just makes me want, like, as I'm and by the way, I said in my live reaction, and I realized it even more when I was writing my Giselle article for Bounding. The colored edition I have for Bleach is definitely the most accurate translation wise, for sure. And I had it confirmed. Um, but the thing that bugged me, I would say that bugged me the most this week in terms of art was Pepe's art. Oh my god, Pepe looked horrible. Oh my god, Pepe looked horrible. He looked like he was on some Weight Watchers or Jenny Craig or some shit. I'll get to a little bit more on that in a second. I want to talk a little bit more about the filler, because that filler really did make me happy. Byakuya looked fabulous. I was very pleased with how Byakuya's battle art looked. I think Robert could have looked a little bit better. It looked a little stiff for me. Nanana was just never gonna look good in this anime. I'm resigned to that. It sucks. But he will just never look good in this anime. His hair just looks bad in this anime. I don't know why they just can't get it right. It just sucks. But Candace looked okay. I kind of wish Candace got done dirty. Let's be real. She got done dirty in this fight. I really wish we could have had a little bit more with Candace. But other than that, I mean, and Candace. Here's the thing with Nanana, before I forget. If we would have gotten his fight with Renji earlier, then I could be like, okay, Nanana getting his ass whooped by Byakuya, like, as fast as he did, besides, the obvious of Byakuya being just OP as fuck, then it would make more sense, at least to me. I know, no, deserved much better. I wanted Byakuya's fight to just be a little bit longer, just so like Nanana could get a little bit more. He hasn't gotten shit in this anime. And as I said, if we would have gotten that fight with Renji earlier, and it wasn't completely skipped, then I could be like, okay, fine, you could beat the shit out of Nanana earlier. He could beat Byakuya. I could just like totally pwn him, and I'd be fine with it. No. The other thing, of course. Oh, I almost forgot. Charlotte looks so much better this week. I don't know if anyone else noticed it, but Charlotte compared to last week, oh my God, in the face, this week he looks so much better. Oh my God, I could not get over last week how horrible his face looked, especially in the nose. Oh my God, he looked horrible. This week he looked better. I didn't get the exaggerated posing I wanted, but his face looked like Charlotte. Oh my God, Charlotte looks so much better. Oh my God, I was so happy. I was so happy that Charlotte looked like himself. I wanted more posing, but yeah, the other Car, I didn't get the same intensity in the faces that I wanted from them, but for the most part, they were okay. They did their thing. I would have kind of liked an extended fight with them. And this is why I'm kind of annoyed. We still have the opening and end credits. It's like, dude, God, just get rid of them and give us the extended fights. But then there's Pepe. Boy, Pepe looked horrible. At first, I thought he looked okay because we kept getting only like the extreme close-ups, and from like the nose up, he looked okay. But then, yeah, kitty. Then he was zoomed out, and he was like, "Dude, that is not Pepe. He got like his beard trimmed or waxed or something." And he like lost a ton of weight using Weight Watchers or Jenny Craig or some shit, because that ain't Pepe. He looks way too skinny to be Pepe. Right, Kitty? I was just like, dude, who the fuck is this? That ain't Pepe. I don't know who that is, but that ain't Pepe. And then the Volstagg, that Volstagg, man, oh God, I have to find my Betsy Johnson purse that I have that has the color palette for it. But I think I have another purse that's closer to me that has it. But like the color palette I wanted for Pepe, especially with that dark red sky, you needed a hot ass pink, like a really bright hot pink. And you could still have the black go through it, but it'd have to be a thinner black, like a thinner black line going through it. And even though I loved his music was perfection, though, let's be real. But that pale ass pink just is like a huge what the fuck. No, who thought that was a good idea to have that pale ass pink for his Volstagg color? It doesn't. No. You need a bright ass pink for that. Oh, my poor little Bubba Kitty getting called chunky. Oh, Kitty, you getting called fat. Kitty, you need to go on a diet. It's like, what? I gotta go on a diet? Yeah, you gotta go on a diet, Mr. Kitty. You're getting too fat. I need to play fetch with you more. Oh, the last 3 episodes are going to be kick ass. I hope they saved the budget for the last 3 episodes, and that's why the animation has been hit or miss. Oh, for sure. But overall, the art and animation this week, though, has been very hit or miss. The ice, though, the elemental art and animation, this core has been so much better than in core 1, for sure. It's definitely been a step up. Man, just Pepe's Pepe's animation really killed me. Then when he had his clothes come off and he was like basically hairless, I was like, that is not Pepe. No, since when was Pepe on Slim Fast, yo? And then when he had his beard was closer to looking like Pepe, but nah, that was not Pepe. No. And then his love chain came out. I was like, nope. That is the wrong color for this. You can't have a pale ass pink with that red background. No, you need a hot pink for that. God damn it, Cat. Now I can't go grab the purse I wanted. Fuck. Damn it. I should have had it before I started streaming. That was probably a bad idea for me not to have it up here. Damn it. Oh well. But yeah, they needed a hot pink for that. Isn't it ironic that when the animators are in crunch time is when the art and animation looks better? It's weird. It's so weird. Um, but I was very happy that there wasn't as much content skip this, or there wasn't any content skip this week. I was very happy with that. But then the ending though of this week's episode, oh, I'm so hyped for the palace. I'm really hyped for it. I am. God, it's gonna be fantastic. And also, poor Giselle. I wish Giselle had a really Giselle's death was animated a little bit better, but we can't have everything, unfortunately. But there is in regards to what happened over the past week, though, because I want to get into these controversies, because I know a lot of people want to know what the fuck has happened over the last week. So first off, we did get confirmation, and I talked about it in my live stream last week, that and that was in real time when I found out about this, that that Viz did / Disney censored a couple of things. They censored the semen line from Yumichika, and they censored Giselle's I'm so wet line. Yeah, they did censor it. The Asian Netflix and Amazon Prime didn't have this issue. And obviously the Japanese broadcast didn't have this issue. But the one line that even Japan censored, and the Japanese Bleach fans were talking about it, was, remember when Yumichika says, this is after Giselle says that, he's so wet, and Yumichika is like, don't you mean hard? That line was censored in Japan. So you got to wait for the Blu-ray for that, I guess. So that was censored everywhere, period. So you got to wait for the Blu-ray for that. I was kind of like taken aback. I'm like, really? Because remember, you got to remember with Bleach is in the late night time slot. It's like close to midnight for when Bleach airs. And Kubo fought for it. For the late night time slot. And speaking of that, then there's the Orihime situation. Kubo was not happy that was not shown. And I actually have something from the animator too that mentioned it as well. The one of the animators said that they were actually surprised that it wasn't included in the episode. Where is it? Because I have it here somewhere. Hold on. I'm going to make sure I have the animator's tweet. Here it is. Crap. I'll read the animator's tweet first. So one of the animators said that and it was significant to them because they had they had a tie to it, and they loved this scene, but when they went to read the storyboards, it wasn't there, and he really wanted to see Orihime wobbling around. And because he was so he did draw it on Twitter and all that, but yeah, it was it's drawn up and everything, but just wasn't included. Now, what Kubo said here was, hold on, let me make sure I have this here. From what it sounded like to me, based on what he said, it does seem like this was due to the Japanese broadcast regulations. And this was on September 11th. He said this. In this week's anime, I said the line, "It's late at night, so it's okay," about 3 times and let it pass. The series from Yurichi's appearance was lewd, so it was no good. I love Yurichi's face when she despises Ichigo. And then there was another part here that I saw that I noticed from the comments that without the scene between Yorichi and Orihime would have no excuse to wear that outfit. Poor girl. But yeah, Kubo was not happy because they fought to get the late night slot so they could have the lewd comedy up in there. And I've seen some Bleach fans get all pissy about, or seeing some Bleach fans being like, "Oh, it's okay if it's all serious and it needs to be all serious and shit. We don't need the comedy." I'm like, dude, but the comedy is what makes Bleach Bleach. I don't understand why you're not understanding that. The lighthearted comedy is what makes Bleach fun. It does. Yeah, there's obviously there's the amazing action scenes. Sure, there's the great storyline. Sure, but the lightheartedness and the lewd comedy is what makes Bleach fun. On top of that, to break up that the seriousness. But something I did see, and this really concerns me, is there was a I think it's a rumor for right now, but someone posted that that for at least the next court anyway, I think it might be for the rest of this court too, that it's going to be very God, I hope that's going to be the characters are going to be very emotionless and serious. I hope that that's false. I really do. That worries me so much because that's not Bleach. That's not Bleach at all. Bleach is not serious. Bleach is not emotionless. Bleach is fun. Bleach does have those action scenes, yeah, but they're also able to have fun and well, have fun and have these stupid comedic scenes to break up the darkness and all that shit. Actually, there was a lot more blood this week. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but there was a lot more blood in this week's episode of Bleach. I don't understand. I don't know. I think the Japanese fans are getting pissed off about the comedy being cut. It's mainly the Western fans that are being so ridiculous about this. I don't understand this. Oda commented about this, and I've talked about this multiple times. Oda commented about this when Gear 5 made its debut in the One Piece manga, that he hated that the manga was getting so serious and wanted to go back to its roots, which is, it's comedy, it's goofy. And, um, uh, he didn't want like One Piece, and he's noticed it too, that a lot of series have forgotten what their predecessors did, in terms of gag and all that, and he didn't want One Piece to forget its gag roots. And I feel like in the case of a lot of anime adaptations of series like Bleach, or in case of Sailor Moon Crystal is another example, that they've forgotten that these animes are not serious all the time. No, these series do have their fun, lighthearted moments, and that's what people like about them. Of what he finds in. But yeah, Bleach is a fun series. I don't understand why people are getting all pissy about it. I've seen people defend. You know what really, really frustrates me is when I see people defend the censorship Disney did. I was like, are you really defending censorship right now? One I've seen people saying, "Oh, they're getting rid of the transphobia. Oh, the scene is disgusting." In case of Yumichika, oh, it's disgusting. It's like, dude, you're and this is the same thing with Orihime. They're like, Orihime is underage. You're getting rid of a pedo scene. It's like, motherfucker. The author doesn't like the censorship in the case of Orihime. You're going against the author in regards to this, and they don't give a shit. They are glad that it's they are saying that the scene shouldn't have been there in the first place. It's like, why are you reading Bleach then? Why are you watching Bleach if you don't like this kind of stuff? I don't understand this. I don't understand why I really hate saying tourists, but goddamn, it really feels like it at this point. I don't understand why these people are watching or reading this content knowing that it's there, knowing that there's going to be lewd comedy up in there. Go watch some or read something else. And that's mostly Japanese media anyway. Seriously. Art should never be censored, and the artist should be allowed to create what he wants. And people misinterpret so many things, it's frustrating. Oh my God. You thought the whole thing with Giselle was frustrating? You should see what the One Piece fans have had to deal with it with Yamato for months now. Oh my God, it's been so frustrating. But the One Piece fans aren't taking this shit at all. Trust me, I've been part of both the Giselle and the One Piece Yamato situation. These people are psycho, and most of them are Zoomers that don't know any better. Then you have the psychos that are harassing the animators and the production team and sending them death threats. What the fuck is wrong with you people? And I found one of them, oh my God, I have it right in front of me too. I couldn't believe this shit. Let me pull this up because I have it in front of me. Oh, I got, before I do that, I have to read the Amazon and Netflix yumichika line because that shit was so fucking stupid. So, instead of the sperm scent that for yumichika's line from last week, for Amazon and Netflix, and this is in Asia, it says here, despite your best efforts, your body has a strong family odor. I just thought that was so stupid. But anyways, where is it? You had got people saying here to two members of the staff, well, if the other guys leave, might as well all the other staff leave or change the staff since you guys are doing a terrible job. God. Then there's this motherfucker here. And they're from one of the people that are sending harassment, that were sending harassments to the animators, were from there's animator leaker group called OCUFs, who work with Sugoi Light. For those of you if you're on Twitter and the anime, the anti-twit circle, deep in the anti-twit circle, you know about Sugoi Light. They are indeed, they've been in legal trouble too with at least a couple of animators, if I remember correctly. But and James posted a couple of the tweet, or a couple of the messages they found. And this is motherfucker's a clout chaser like no other. And he said that he was doing it because he didn't have anything to do that day. And he said he won't feel discouraged. The animator won't feel discouraged because he's, a strong person. And he said he even admitted, this one person admitted that he was doing it because he wanted clout and he was bored. These people are sick in the head. This is one of the people that was harassing the animators. I couldn't believe this shit. But here's one of the animators. This is Sakai. And I'm going to comment on this because I've had to deal with this in the anime and the manga community. So this is really, really, and I've had to now deal with it in the NFL community too. Oh my God, I can't believe the fuckery that happened there. Sakai said this, well, it's okay to complain, but I don't think you should make threats of harm or threats of harm. It could cause the main staff to leave in disgust and the quality of the work can deteriorate. Here's the thing. There's a difference between constructive criticism, harassment, and harassment / death threats. Never, ever, ever, ever make a death threats towards anybody, whether you like or dislike the work. No, just don't do that. That's just fucked up. Now, constructive criticism, on the other hand, that's a whole different story because you're constructively criticizing the work. You're saying that, like, that's what I do. I say I don't like the art and animation, for example. I don't like how Pepe looks because, well, he doesn't look like how he does in the manga. He looks like he's been on Jenny Craig for a few months and he's lost like 20 pounds. He don't look like himself at all. And I don't like how his Volstagg looks. The color palette's all wrong. and it could use if it was like a hot pink with less black up in there, it would look so much better, and it would look more, it would be more true to his character and his voicing. It just would work better for me. That's more like constructive criticism. Sending death threats to the animators and the production team because you don't like how the anime is looking, that's fucked up. No, that's fucked up. I've had to deal with this with the ending of Domestic Girlfriend. God, that ending is so fucking bad. And Sasuga rightfully blocked motherfuckers. Sasuga didn't block me. I've been covering Sasuga's work for a long time. And Sasuga didn't block me. I tagged Sasuga in all of the videos I've covered. They didn't block me. Could have, but they didn't. Then there's where's the other ones too? But something that did happen though that I was very happy to see, and to an extent, well, the Bleach production team were happy to an extent that they had after the harassment came out, word of the harassment came out, they had there was a hashtag thank you all the Bleach staff trending, which I thought was really nice to see. But yeah, after a minute, they're like, no, stop. But yeah, seriously, if you have problems with the art and animation, and one of them said, don't tweet the animators or the production team directly. No, just tweet the main Bleach animation Twitter, and take your complaints and requests to that Twitter account, and then they'll look at it. That's what one of the animators or one of the members of the production team said the other day. But it's fucked up. Don't do that. No, don't do that shit. Nah. But yeah, the problems are the conditions the animators are put in, not enough time. Yeah, they're not given enough time and enough resources. But I'm hoping that TV Tokyo, because it's really TV Tokyo that's doing this. Let's be fucking real. TV Tokyo, and I'm hoping they're gonna give them more time to work on Core 3. I really hope so, because that will suck. If not, that will really suck for them. But at least the quality is gonna improve. At least with the Japanese release of Thousand Year Blood War. I do not trust Viz for shit with Bleach. Their home video releases are ass. I do not trust them as far as I can throw them. But I'm really pleased to see with how everyone how the Bleach community is coming together and reacting to all of this. They're fighting back against the censorship. They're fighting back against the fucking idiot activists, and they're fighting back against the dumbasses in the community that are causing trouble. That's what needs to happen, because it's all up to it's not going to stop. Now I'm glad that more people are fighting back against the My Hero Academia assholes, because they're the next ones to with what happened with Hagakure in chapter 400. Yeah, that's going to be the next one. I love that it was the One Piece community. I'm sorry. I'm a part of a lot of anime community and manga communities, but I have to say it. I'm glad it was the One Piece community that fucking I said it was going to be One Piece community that started this shit. But yeah, now I'm glad the Bleach community. But I will say this though, to be fair, the Bleach community, if the one is the one that's really that really started with the appreciation for the production team. The One Piece fandom has not done that shit yet. They've been talking a lot of shit about the production team, but they haven't said anything like thank you or done like a thank you to the production team or anything like that. So if they start doing it, that will be because of the Bleach fandom. But by the way, Viz has not shit about the censorship. Neither has Disney Plus or Hulu. I have tweeted them. I have messaged them. Nothing. Thought I would Thought I should mention that at least. But I can't be the only one doing that. No, I can't be the only one going after them. I can only do so much. I can. There's other accounts, of course, that are tweeting about it, but I freaking got it. I think I don't know if I'm the only one that's gotten an article out about it, but I did get an article out about it for Bounding into Comics. So there is at least something going on about it. But yeah. Will Core 3 be coming out in April? Oh, I hope Core 3 is not coming out in April. I hope it's coming out in July instead. Because this core is going to be ending. God, it's going to be ending what, in October? I think so. I think it's going to be ending October, November-ish. I'd rather have it come out like next summer. I haven't seen anything about like release dates like that. I haven't seen, and the other thing is for this episode, I haven't seen anything with the censorship either. Which is good. I'm very happy with that. We haven't gotten as much. Well, I'm hoping we're not going to get any censorship with the rest of this arc. Oh yeah, people were saying there was a rumor saying that this that Core 2 is going to end adaptation wise around chapter 613, which would not surprise me. And that's depending on the pacing. Let me pull up what we have here for, because we finished up the rest of, obviously, the Marching at the Zombies arc, and we're going to probably be starting next week's episode. Oh, hold on. I know we had a little bit at like 580 or something, or 584. No, it's not 584. It was like 589 or 588. Yeah, so we're going to probably be starting next week's episode around 588. Because the end of this week's episode started, or the end of this week's episode, and we're talking about after the credits, was on page 4 of chapter 588. So I'm guessing what they're going to do is start at the beginning of chapter 588, where they have Squad Zero, Seed, Bach, Hashwalt, and Uryu arrive at the Soul Palace. Yeah, that's probably what they're going to do. That's my guess. That'd make the most sense. Yeah, I'll probably be probably what my guess is. They're gonna finish up the Ichibei fight, and I don't know if they're gonna end it with the death of Ichibei, or if they're gonna like see if we're gonna see Bach kill the Soul King, or if we're gonna save the Soul King for the death of the Soul King for the start of Core 3. I'm hoping that's going to be for Core 3. I would like to see the death of Ichibei at the end of Core 2, and then see like the Soul King, like a shot of the Soul King at the end of Core 2. That, and get that, remember what we know about Bach, and that the Soul King is Bach's father. Oh, that would be such an amazing reveal at the end of Core 2. Oh, I hope that's going to be how Core 2 ends. But anyways. I'm curious if they're gonna are they gonna extend the Ichibei and Bach fights? I think they are, from what I remember seeing in the rumors. Kind of wish we would have gotten a little bit more with Charlotte. I'm not gonna lie. Poor Charlotte. You deserve better. I would have liked to see more with Charlotte and Giselle. I'm not gonna lie. That would have been amazing. Seriously, I want this animation. I'm hoping that animation budget was saved for Ichibei versus Bach. That would make everything worth it. I will apologize for all the bad animation. No, I'm not gonna apologize for the bad animation quality. No, 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 no. Because that shit's gonna get fixed up for the Blu-ray. Let's be real. But goddamn, that fight between Ichibei and Bach is going to be glorious. But the fights here, I'm not too mad at them. There's just like little things that could, because the fights here were adapted, just, well, they were like from the manga. I just wish that they just needed some tweaking here and there. They did. It's just little things like color palettes and movement, and also character designs in regards to Pepe and Nanana has just been done dirty in this anime. He's been done dirty in this anime from the start, right, Keith? Right, Keith? He's been done dirty from the start. God damn it. You're fucking eye bogies, cat. I don't know what it is, but you always have eye bogies when you come sit on my lap. Right, key. My little Shinigami keys. Little chunky Shinigami keys. You're getting fat. I need to get you your health. I need to just order your diet treats. Once I do that, you will probably lose weight. Oh, my little kitties. I wish I could get him his little sword, get him a little sword. Oh my god, if I got you a Zanbato, it would be so cute. Something that's another thing I'm curious about too, is if we're gonna, in terms of filler content, if we're gonna, especially in regards to like the Soul King, if we're gonna see like the connection between, another connection between Ichigo and the Soul King. That would be so sick. And are we going to see Aizen? Oh, are we going to see Aizen too? That's the other thing that's been bugging me. We need to see more Aizen. Because remember, next core, we are getting the almighty Chair-sama. Right, Kitty? We're getting Chair-sama next core. Oh, I can't. Dude, when Chair-sama comes next core, you know what that means. The cult is coming back. Oh, yeah, we need Rayo's backstory, too. Oh, that's right. We do. Are we going to get... Oh, we better get it. There's so much... I know that Core 3 is supposed to have a lot of filler. There's supposed to be quite a bit of filler. Obviously, Core 4 is going to have a lot of filler, but... Oh, man, there's going to be so much in Core 3. Because... Oh, God. So next week we got, so the zombie content is done, and overall I'm going to say this about the zombie content. For the most part, it was adapted really nicely. There was a few parts that were skipped, obviously. The second half we had nothing skipped, which is great. Why can't we have more of that? Why can't we have more episodes where there's like no content skipped and filler? That would be nice. That's what I wanted for this. If you had to make Bleach episodes like 45 minutes long or something to give me that, I would be happy. I just wish the animation was better. But man, I have to wonder if after this core, though, if especially if the viewership is high in Japan, if the production committee is going to be like, yeah, maybe we should get more episodes or something. I really hope so. Kubo, I hope you fighting for more episodes, my dude. You deserve more episodes. I would, if I were Kubo, I'd be fighting tooth and nail to get more episodes. Because that's what, especially in Core 3 and Core 4, they deserve more episodes, considering not just the canon content that needs to be covered, but the filler content that's going to be needed. You need more. Yeah, there's only 4 major fights before the final fight. Yeah. God. There's the 4 major fights, including the and oh god, that's right. And we got Grimjaw coming back. Oh, god, I'm so excited. I wonder if we're gonna get any more filler content though. I really hope so in regards to Ichigo. But if we get more Ichigo filler content connecting him to the Soul King, I will be very, very pleased with that. But something that was bugging me though, in regards to this episode, and I'm really hoping it's going to change, is oh god, I really hope it changes up a little bit. Is some of the music up in here, like with Byakuya versus Robert, I hated the track they used. I hated it. I don't understand why you couldn't have done like a mixture of like military meets like classic Japanese like samurai music. You could have done something sick with that. With like you could have had the brass going for to represent Robert and the military style because he's giving you military realness, and then give like the orchestral strings to represent Byakuya's elegance. Ugh, it's just killing me, man. This soundtrack, the Bleach soundtrack, is just killing me because there's some parts of it where it's just like it hits and it slaps. And then like with the like Pepe's track was so perfect. I was so happy with Pepe's track. But man, the Byakuya Robert track was like, no, no, you could have done something really cool with it. I know we need a better composer for this. It could. There were so many missed opportunities. Like the beginning of this episode, I really liked what we had because we had like the heavy bass go and the brass going on with the French horns and the trombones and the tuba and the bass. I think there was a very sax up in there too. And there was like some bass clarinet and bassoon up in there, really giving that evil, sinister sounds. And then we had the major minor chord progressions and all that and the key changes, and that works there. It does. But then there's like the times like with the Byakuya Robert fight where it's just like, no, it don't work. Oh, it frustrates me so much. I'm a huge I played clarinet for over a decade. And I played in like band, marching band, orchestra, all that. So it's like I'm a huge nerd when it comes to this stuff. So when I hear these tracks, it's like, no, it doesn't sound right. No. It irritates the hell out of me. Because the anime soundtracks have been really, really good for the longest time. And I don't have a problem with them, but for some reason, Bleach has just been very hit or miss. I don't know what's going on with Bleach soundtrack, with Thousand Year Blood Wars soundtrack. It's just been weird. But man, I got to tell you, this episode though, in regards to Mayuri, I am so hyped for what we're going to get for Mayuri's Bankai animation. Oh god, it's going to be creepy. I hope, oh god, if Yuri's Bankai arc gets bastardized, I'm going to be pissed because I want my horror art. I never thought that I would be so much into horror art and animation until until this year or the past couple of years. But man, manga has been spoiling me, man, with horror art and with horror art in particular. Oh my god, I've seen so many like different types of horror art and manga and different series. It's just like, what the hell is going on? Was there a memo sent out to the mangaka to just go all out on horror? The hell? Miuri is my favorite character in Bleach, period. I love Miuri. I love him. I love his sadism. I'm a fictional sadist, man. I love Miuri's sadism. When speaking of Miuri, when he's like in his intimidation mode, when he's like mostly black and all that, I kind of wish that was executed a little bit better. I wish he was a little bit taller, but I love the effect that was going on, the gold and black effect that was going on up in there. Oh god, do I have the person in front of me that I was going to use for an example? Oh, no, the class's case I have is too dark of a pink. I'm trying to think. Do I know where the purse I wanted to use as an example is? Damn it. It is somewhere. I do not know where it is, though, at the moment. On my other Betsy Johnson, the pink is too dark. The one that I see in front of me is way too dark of a pink because it's like a rose, and that's too dark of a pink. Damn it. I don't know where my other skull bag is at the moment. Fuck. Oh, well. I will read it. I will look at Tenkaichi Nihon Sayako or Psycho. Sorry. Let's see. Yeah. That's one thing I kind of wish they would have expanded upon in this episode in terms of Mayuri. I wish they would have slowered the pace so we could get like again. I really would have loved to seen, as I said earlier, I would have loved to seen how the drugs were being processed in Hitsugaya's body. It would have been so sick to see that and like see like very psychedelic art style to see it from Hitsugaya's point of view as well. Oh, that would have been amazing, but we can't get everything that we want. I just want more. I want more. Again, it's because I know it's because of the time crunch for production. That's why we didn't get that. Is there any? I might cover Burn the Witch, actually. I'm thinking about it because I've been covering Burn. Well, I didn't cover the Burn the Witch anime, but I covered the Burn the Witch manga. So, and I think I even covered the Burn the Witch one shot. So maybe I will cover Burn the Witch, this new anime. I might cover it. We'll see how I feel. We'll see if I'm still around too. Because struggle bus is real for us, right, Kitty? In terms of Bleach, we got to see what's going on with production, especially after. Oh yeah, no problem, Andre. I'm trying. It's really hard when I know I'm behind on quite a few series, but for the ones I am behind on, it's really hard when when one of my roommates is a complete pain in the butt and refuses to have the AC on when it's 90 degrees outside. It really sucks, and I feel like I'm gonna die. But yeah, I'm not. I am starting to get some donations, but I'm not getting the money I need. I'm hoping that'll change. All right, Kitty. Kitty deserves more. You deserve more keys. You deserve more keys. I'm trying my best to do this. Keep in mind, I've been doing this by myself. I've been running this channel by myself since when I started this as a booktubing channel, it was 2015. And then when I started doing manga tubing, it was like 2016, I believe, or like late 2015, 2016-ish, I believe. So yeah, I've been doing this all by myself. I've had no help running this channel. So it's been all me. Man. Oh, thank you. I'm I'm hoping more because I've been wanting to because I see I get a lot of views on my live streams, so I'm tempted to do more live streams, but man. Kitties. I do a lot of it's crazy. I've been doing a lot more freaking activism, and of course, yeah, I don't get enough credit for all the fucking activism I do on manga and anime activism I've been doing lately. I do a lot of that. I'm just hoping I don't get taken advantage of again. I've had to deal with that a lot, unfortunately, where I do all this shit, I do all this activism, and then yeah, it backfires on me, and it's like, oh great, people. When it was the protest community, they were grifting off me, or grifting off all the shit that I did, and then I was like, fuck you, I ain't doing this shit no more. I'm hoping that's not gonna happen again with all the stuff that I've done. I really hope not, because I don't need that anymore. Because I've worked too hard to not have it pay off. Right, kitty? We've worked too hard. No, you haven't worked hard at all. You're just a kitty. You're just cute. And looking chunky. Well, you're a chunky kitty. You need to fix that. But so far, we have not seen any harassments of the staff. So I think people are finally done with that. At least I hope so. I really hope people are done with that shit. I hope Viz is going to stop fucking censoring Bleach now. Oh, God, I hope so. Oh, I have to bring this up with Disney before I forget. For those of you that don't know, and I covered it on this channel actually, back in March of, and this is why I'm extremely angry and frustrated in particular. This is why you should be very, very pissed off in particular at the censorship, if there's any more censorship Disney does. Is back in March of 2022, and this was at Anime Japan at a business seminar. Disney specifically said, the head of animation said that they were going to make sure that any anime that came from Japan would not be censored to overseas viewers. That's why I was particularly furious about this. And why you should be extremely furious about the censorship that happened last week, and any form of censorship that comes out of Disney, out of any anime from Disney. So, like, if you see any censorship from, for example, like Tokyo Revengers, if you see any censorship up in there, or Heavenly Delusion, or Summer Time Rendering, if you see any censorship from there, then you should be going the fuck off on Disney, because they are not supposed to be doing that. I've actually have I done a collab I haven't done a collab in a while. I've done podcasts. But yeah, I haven't done a collab with an AniTuber in a long time. When I say Brian's death really fucked me up, it really fucked me up. And usually, and I think the last time I did a collab with an anti-tuber, it benefited them more than it benefited me, which really sucks. And that's what I mean by grifting off any work that I do. I don't get credit for anything that I do. It really sucks when that happens. Like if I give a YouTuber and if I give a YouTuber any info, for example, I don't get any credit for it. That's why I'm scared to share any info with any and like any exclusive info I have with anti-tubers, because it's like, why do that when they're just going to take my info that I have and make money off of it while I get nothing? That's what happened in the protest community, and they made a shit ton of money. They're still making a shit ton of money because of all the people that I brought to them, and I get nothing. That's why it frustrates. That's why I'm very hesitant about that stuff. It's really hard. I've God, I've developed many trust issues because of all the fuckery I've had to deal with over the past 4 years. It's been really, really bad. Yeah, I'm if they're down and won't fuck me over, then sure. I just don't want to get fucked over. That's all. I don't want to get like completely screwed over. I've been fucked over enough. Right, Kitty? I'm constantly on the verge of homelessness. That's how my life is at the moment. I just am praying that that's not going to happen to me anymore. I really, really do not want that. It's why I'm constantly working my ass off, and apparently it's not paying off. It just sucks that when it's not paying off. Oh God, I miss when YouTube actually gave a fuck and I was getting more money or getting more views and more money from YouTube. Those were nice days where I used to get like thousands of views instead of hundreds. Sucks. That's the story of my life now. I hope so. I hope so. Kitty hopes so too. He does. She hopes so. Kitty hopes so. Right, Sano? Eat a cookie. Eat a cookie. I'm networking even more than I usually do. I mean, well, that's how I got on NFL Network in the first place, was because of and how I got my job at Bounding in the first place was because of social media. So I'm just networking like hell. Hey, get out of here. Right, keys. I like covering stuff like Bleach. I like covering the stuff I do. This is my this is my therapy for the most part. So who needs a therapist? Right, keys. I have free manga and anime for therapy for me. The best therapy. Right, keys. So when are we getting Burn the Witch? I don't know when Burn the Witch is coming out. Let me see if James has an idea when Burn the Witch is coming out. He's the best one to see. Oh, we're gonna get manga news, or no? That's from me. Okay. No, he don't know either. Fuck. Why do we not have? Okay, so oh, God, when are you getting adapted Burn the Witch? Do we not have a date? I think we'll get more info after, obviously, Core 2, but I don't think there's a date right now. Let me see if there's a date. I don't think there's a date for Burn the Witch. It just got announced. So yeah, there's no date yet. Just the trailer. It's by the same staff, so that did the first Burn the Witch. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how Burn the Witch goes. Hi, Kazuki. I'm just looking at what's going on with Burn the Witch. We talked about what went down in Bleach this week. I gave an update about the censorship situation with last week's episode. That basically the yumichika content was censored only in the Viz/Disney version of Bleach, but there was another part of the episode where Yumichika, of course, after Giselle says, he made him so wet, that Yumichika says, "Don't you mean hard?" Yeah, that was censored in both the Viz and Disney version and the Japanese version, and we talked about the harassment of the staff that went down with there was death threats and all that to the production team, which was really shitty. But the Bleach fans made a comeback and got thank you to all the Bleach staff trending. But yeah, it's been insane. It really has been insane amongst the Bleach fandom over the past week. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. And Kubo was not happy about Orihime, the Orihime scene getting cut from last week's episode. And even when the animators said that they were surprised that because they had the scene drawn out, but it was cut from the storyboard, and I think it was at the last minute, they said. So I'm still thinking that it's going to be on the Blu-ray because Kubo was mad. I don't know if what's going on, and the Japanese fans were saying that they don't understand what is going on with the Japanese broadcast regulations, why they're getting so much tougher like this. It's ridiculous. The manga might be coming up. Burn the Witch manga. If Burn the Witch manga comes out in spring, that would be nice. Right, Keith? You want to burn the witch, right, Keith? You want to ride dragons and stuff, right, Kitty? What does Kitty want to do? You just want to be pet, huh? No, the censored version? No. The censored version wasn't in Japan. Minus the boner joke. The boner joke was censored in Japan. But no, Viz did that on purpose for probably the pro trans Giselle and the political correctness people will be happy. But everywhere else it wasn't censored. But the boner joke was censored. But the thing is, though, it's in the late night slot. The semen joke was fine in Japan and in the Asian versions. which is weird. And Giselle saying that he was so wet was uncensored in the Japanese broadcast, but it was just the boner joke that was censored. It's the weirdest thing. I don't understand, especially since it's in the late night slot for a reason. Bleach Thousand Year Blood War is. Yeah, the Burn the Witch is gonna get a second season for the manga. The anime that's coming out is adapting the one shot, the original one shot that came out. But yeah, that's what the plan is for that, from what I know. I'm really excited for Burn the Witch. I didn't cover the original Burn the Witch anime because I was just like, well, why do I need to cover it? If there's filler content in the one shot, I will probably cover it. Like when there's filler content that's canon, or like something like Bleach Thousand Year Blood War where there's canon, or if it's something like Grudge of Edinburgh where there's where it's an anime story written by the author that is canon. But yeah, because these days still have bad times. Man, I don't know about the Japanese Zoomers, but man, the Western Zoomers are just, at least in the US, they're fucking psycho, man. These kids are just wild. They've been attacking people over like Hagekuri in My Hero Academia chapter 400 for being naked, and they're calling Horikoshi a pedo over it. It's like, dude, go the fuck away. You're a minor. No one cares. Yumichika said that Giselle was a man, and that he could smell the oh god, I have to have it in front of me. Luckily I know where it is. It's in 588, right? He says he says after he says but you're a man, aren't you? You may think you have concealed it, but frankly you stink of semen. That's what he says, and that's what's said in the Asian translation and the Japanese translation. There we go. And then in the one that was censored, and this is in 589, I believe, was here. That face made me so wet was censored in the Viz version. This one was censored censored everywhere. This line was wet. So wet. Are you sure you don't mean hard? You utter pervert. You utter pervert was there, but it was the wet. Are you sure you don't mean hard? Was censored everywhere. And Japanese fans were so confused on why like semen jokes were okay, but not boner jokes. No. And the one I have, the colored edition that I have, the fan translation colored edition that I have, is the most accurate translation. It's way more accurate than Viz's translation, from what I understand. Yeah, keys. This is not good at translating, huh? Well, I'm going to say this. In Viz's defense, at least their localization for Bleach is not as botched as Dark Gathering's localization. Holy shit, you want to talk about botched localization? Oh my god, that anime is so bad. And that's because, I don't know why Sentai Filmworks keeps hiring Katrina, but Jesus Christ, she is just botching. This is what, at least the second botched localization I've seen from her this year? Oh my god, it is bad. Oh my god. She called, okay, you want to know how bad it is? She called a lolicon god, because this is what one of the characters accuses a god that's going to marry a 20-year-old, a 500-year-old god marrying trying to marry a 20-year-old girl, a lolicon god. She changed that to some problematic god with some god with a problematic age gap or some shit. It's like, what the fuck, man? Aw, Kitty. Yeah, I love having a kitty. Kitty is like the most, he's my therapy kitty. He my buddy. He's my pal. My kitty acts like a dog sometimes, though. So, Viz, I will give you credit where credit is due. At least your localizer isn't as bad as Trina is. I still can't believe she did that, though. Who does that? So stupid, man. Nah, Kitty can't. He's fixed. And also, no way am I letting him outside. Nah, he don't have, I don't have, his, what's the word? I don't have the anti-ticket stuff on him or anti-flea stuff on him. So he's not going outside. My kitty is a boy. Yeah, my key, a boy key. Boy keys are the best. I love my boy key. Yeah, he's a good boy key. Best $5 I ever spent. Yeah, I got for $5 from the shelter. I love him. Okay, so this is, I have to mention this localization because I want you guys to understand. This is localization for what happened with Giselle, or Yumichika / Giselle was bad, but dude, at least it's not this. So what they did, what this bitch did, and she's a horrible localizer, like Katrina did. She turned, I don't think I would ever lose to some lolicon god, to I'm not gonna let some god in his problematic age gap beat me. I'm dead fucking serious. I'm dead fucking serious. Oh, Kitty. You're getting called fat, Kitty. Oh, Kitty. You're fat shaming you, Kitty. It's not cool. So, as I said, Viz may have done some stupid shit with their localizations, and fuck, I hate Viz localizations, but at least it's not that bad. Like, I'm telling you, I am trying my best to not use Viz localizations anymore. I can't fucking do it no more. Detective Conan being one of them. Oh my god, Detective Conan has got to be one of the worst Viz localizations I have ever seen. Holy shit, it's bad. Kitty keys. Call of the Night's really bad too. Holy shit, it's bad. What am I most excited about? Well, am I covering any other anime that's coming out soon? I don't know. Let me take a look, because I know there was actually an anime that I saw that I was kind of excited about not too long ago. Oh, now I remember. Sosu no Freyren I'm actually kind of excited about. Sosu no Freyren looks gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. Part of me wants to cover Sosu no Freyren because of how gorgeous it looks. I love Shy. I do, but I don't want to see it bastardized. I love Shy too much for it. To be tortured. I really, really do. I love Shy. I wish more Trillion Games manga was adapted because I really would love to cover the Trillion Game anime too, but a new translation group needs to pick it up. I think that those are the main ones that I was really excited for. Oh, the other one that I am thinking about actually, I don't know if it'd be torture to cover it, is Shangri-La Frontier, because I love Shangri-La Frontier manga. The one I am definitely going to cover, though, it looks so good. I love Rage or Reject. That manga is amazing. Oh, I love Ranger Reject so much. I don't like that localization name that Kodansha uses, and I tried to get it changed, and they wouldn't do it. Jujutsu Kaisen, Mappa and I do not have the best relationship. After I learned about why they ruined Kakiguri, I just was done. I love Witch Hat. I know I'm behind on Witch Hat Atelier. I need to catch up with it. I love Witch Hat Atelier. That manga is so good. So bad. I need to get back on Ride on King too, because that manga is so stupid. Dude, imagine if Killer Shark from Another World got animated. If that manga ever gets animated, dude, the West is not ready for it. That manga is so peak. Oh, that is like the peakest isekai ever. If you want a peak isekai, like an actual good isekai, the two you should read, besides Uncle from another Returns from Another World, Isekai Oji-san, that one is good. I like that manga too, and I know I'm behind on it. Is the Ride on King, which is the Putin troll isekai, and Killer Shark from Another World. Those two are peak, especially Killer Shark from Another World. Girl from the Other Side. I'll have to try. I'll have to read that. I don't like what Mappa did to Jujutsu Kaisen, especially my husbando Toji. I do not like to husbando. I love Mahito. I love Toji, and they ruined Toji. They made him too. I don't like how they made him really muscular. He's not muscular. I liked how Toji looked. That's why I was Toji my husbando. Bleach, on the other hand, Bleach is well, with Bleach though, I'm gonna say this with the character designs for Bleach. Bleach has been hit or miss with the character designs. Like with, as I said earlier, with Charlotte. Like last week, Charlotte looked a hot mess. Oh my god, I hated how Charlotte looked in the face. This week, Charlotte looks so much better. Granted, the jawline could have been a little bit longer, but god, that nose looked so much better. The lips looked way better. But man, I'm gonna say this about Giselle this week though. His face was not giving at the beginning of the episode. His face was not giving. The eyebrows were too low and the eyes were too close together. It really fucked up his face and it drove me nuts. I was not happy. I was not happy with how Giselle looked in the face this morning. I love Jujutsu Kaisen's manga art style. I love it. I've been covering Jujutsu Kaisen manga since chapter 17. I covered Chainsaw Man. Like I cover the eccentric manga before it becomes mainstream. Like I covered Chainsaw Man when starting at chapter 1. I covered Jujutsu Kaisen like starting at like chapter 17, I believe. Yeah, it was chapter 17 for Jujutsu Kaisen. Kimetsu no Yaiba, I think it was like around chapter 50. Yeah. Yeah, give Jujutsu Kaisen a second chance. It's good. I love Jujutsu Kaisen. God, I'm just hoping with Bleach though, and this is why I keep stressing. This is why I waited. I was so happy for Thousand Year Blood War to come out because I was waiting for this anime, and I told the production team this too after they were getting harassed. I was like, I was thanking them because I was like, dude, I've been waiting for this anime since the manga ended because I wanted the anime to give me this, the answers to a lot of the questions that and the loopholes that the manga had. I really wanted to see, like, I didn't say this part, but obviously I wanted to see what was going on with Grimjaw, Nell, and Urahara. I wanted to see the Bankai, some of the Bankais that we never got. I wanted to see some of the rest of the fights we never got. Like that's what I wanted this anime. I don't. You're asking me like the impossible. I cover too many. No, I can never cover too many series. Nah, I have so many series that I cover. I could tell you my favorite new manga right now. I can't give you my favorite ongoing manga. But my favorite new manga, and I've been talking about it a lot on Twitter right now, and I'm telling you, it's gotta be the next Dan to Dan. Is where are you? DS Berazer on a Manga Plus. Oh, DS Berazer is so good. It's giving like it's giving some Rick and Morty vibes. It's like Dan to Dan meets Rick and Morty kind of realness. It's really beautiful. Oh, the art is beautiful. Oh my god, the art is beautiful. And the writing, it's really interesting because there's another sorcerer manga coming out in Weekly Shonen Jump tomorrow. And everyone is hyping the fuck out of it. I'm like, dude, it sounds generic. It's like a revenge sorcerer manga. I'm like, dude, there's already a revenge manga up at Weekly Shonen Jump. It's called The Elusive Samurai, and it's fantastic. You don't need, what the fuck is this shit? But yeah, I love this manga so much. I love the and this is by a new mangaka, and the editor for it is the same editor as speaking of Dan to Dan, Spy Family, and Chainsaw Man. So if you like those series, he knows what he's doing. I trust him. Let's see. Trying to see if there's anything else that I need for Bleach right now. What kitties? What? You're so cute, my little Bleach kitties. Do you have a favorite Shinigami kitty? Do you have a favorite Shinigami kitty? I don't know if he cares. He's just being a kitty. He's just being a lazy kitty. Just being lazy. Oh, I better make sure and keep. I got to keep an eye out for JoJo, because JoJo should be coming out. JoJo Lands. I think there's a chapter of JoJo Lands this month, because it should be coming out either today or tomorrow. If it's coming out tomorrow, that's going to be very frustrating, because I have a lot of stuff covered tomorrow, and I still need to catch up. Oh god, I got to do a long ass live reaction for Tower of God. That one's probably going to be at least an hour, because I'm very, very behind on Tower of God. Check this real quick. So far, so good. We are fine. There's no JoJo Lands. Okay, good. Because that's what I was worried about. I was like, oh my god, do I have to worry about JoJo Lands right now? Or Weak Hero? Oh god, yeah, I'm behind on Weak Hero as well. But we are doing good. Okay, good. Or no. Okay, we are doing good. I'm curious what you guys are thinking about in regards to this week's episode of Bleach, what you guys are thinking about in terms of the rest of the core, what you guys think about the controversies that have been happening in terms of like the censorship that happened last week, and the harassment that's been going on. I'm hoping after what happened that it's gonna stop. Oh god, I hope so. I hope it stops. I'm getting sick of this shit. Oh, you don't like Dan to Dan? I'm surprised you don't like Dan to Dan. I like it a lot. Dan to Dan's amazing. Kind of weak. Dan, focus on kind of weak. What are you talking about? Kind of weak action. Dan to Dan's action has been really good. That's sad that you know. But I'm curious what you guys are thinking in regards to what's been happening in the Bleach community. Are you guys seeing the major pushback against the fuckery, especially from towards the Zoomer activists like I have? I'm so happy to see it. It's not as Yeah, you should. You should continue it. You should. It's definitely worth. It's definitely worth it. Continue Dan to Dan. It's worth it. Um, the thing is though, and I'm gonna say this in regards to the pushback. Compared to I've been getting more and more notifications from One Piece fans fighting back against dumbass trans Yamato motherfuckers than I have from Bleach fans going up against trans Giselle people, pro trans Giselle people, which I think is crazy as hell. But I will say this though, I have seen a lot more as of late. I've seen because I've been going through like different Bleach threads. I've seen more people, Bleach fans, correcting pro trans Giselle people that are trying to and also those people that are trying to say you're transphobic and misgendering Giselle. I was like, dude, don't do that. No, but yeah, I've been seeing a lot more Bleach fans starting to put these motherfuckers in their place. So that I'm very, very happy to see that the Bleach fandom is starting to come out and tell these motherfuckers to fuck off. I'm really, really happy to see that because that was one thing I was kind of worried about for a minute because I didn't want the One Piece fans stealing all the glory from the Bleach fandom. Nah. I'm really happy that I'm seeing that. I'm really happy that the Bleach fans are stepping up again and stopping the harassment of the production team. I'm very, very pleased with that. I'm hoping that this keeps up because I really want what I want to see is I want similar to how what's going on with the One Piece fandom, showing that they're not going to tolerate the fuckery. I want to see the Bleach fandom like really step the fuck up and do the same. We need to step up as a fandom too. You can't let the One Piece fans outdo you. Yeah, quality will always overcome stupidity. Quality will always overcome toxicity. Especially those fuckers that are just, oh God, I'm so tired of the ones that are saying Kubo is a pedo and all that. God, we need to. And there's those same motherfuckers that are saying Oda is a pedo too. It just needs to stop. We need to stop that shit. I'm so tired of it. No, Kitty tired of it too. He's tired of it. Well, Kitty's just tired. He just wants to sleep like a little puppa. He does. But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing. I'm going to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Bleach content as well as anime and manga content. Few ways you can do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, we'll be seeing you later. Bye.